everybody on our show looks forward to Mad Men because I think secretly many of my crew members, and certainly myself, you can tell from our set, would have been honored and loved to have been a part of that era. You know, and there was just, well, there's amazing talent now, but then, of course, we all reminisce and are nostalgic for it.
Oh, absolutely.
I know.
Absolutely.
I know, I put this dress on, I'm like, forget all your troubles, come on, get happy, shake all the blues away, sing hallelujah, come on, get happy. That's all right. Oh, no, the poor band is like, Bonnie, why don't you rehearse something once in a while? Reggie was there. Reggie was there with the bass. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. All right, let's see. Hello, new glasses.
Wow, that's great.
Yes. Okay. Everybody looks so fantastic. Don?
I know, it's fun.
So if you lived in the 60s, you would have had hair like Don Ham? You look a little like Marty Short. And the band, you guys look fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes. Very nice. Oh, if only, and the writers. Look at you two. They look like they're on a date. Yes. And Holly, I said to Holly before the show, I said, you look like Millie Halpern from Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Oh, yeah, Dick Van Dyke. Yeah.
Doesn't she look like Millie in one of her fancy outfits when they would have dinner parties? In putting the show together, we were having fun because I'm one of those people that goes on YouTube and is nostalgic for the early 60s especially. And we were looking at some ads. Ladies, get a load of this Folgers ad. Here's just a little piece of it.
Harvey, want anything special for your birthday?
Just a decent cup of coffee.
You're kidding.
I'm serious. Honey, your coffee's undrinkable.
Pretty harsh.
Well, so's your coffee. You know, the girls down at the office make better coffee on their hot plates. Well, see you later.
He says to his wife, see you later.
Yeah.
I mean, a regular Cary Grant, that guy is.
Oh, man.
All right. Now he goes, now he threatens her. Wait, no, that's only the first part of the commercial. Okay, wait, it continues. Here's the rest, a little bit more of the saga.
And he didn't even kiss me goodbye. You know, if I could just make a decent cup of coffee, I could relax. So, relax. Why don't you try Instant Folgers? Tastes good as fresh perked. Good as fresh perked. I'll surprise Harvey for his birthday tonight.
Ladies, if she could only make a good cup of coffee, she could relax. Never mind the Russians and the A-bomb. It's the least of her worries. Oh, gosh. Okay, so then her friend recommends, oh, well, of course, in this day and age, her friend would recommend putting a little something else in his drink.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure. But here's the rest of it. This is how she resolves the issue so she can save her marriage.
Hey, great coffee.
It's Instant Folgers. Doesn't it taste good as fresh perked?
Better.
Better than those girls make at the office?
Honey, their coffee can't hold a candle to yours.
Instant Folgers taste good as fresh perked. Try it.
You know? No wonder, because of Starbucks, men don't need to get married anymore.
No.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, really, they didn't even have to go to marriage counseling or anything. If you could just make a good cup of instant coffee.
Well, it was so simple back then, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know how simple it was. I'm sure she was probably going crazy. We're going to be doing old commercials throughout the show. So you'll see some ads that'll really bring you back. I mean, they certainly did for all of us. They're always so much fun. So since 1960, compared to 2008, the average cost of a gallon of gas now is about $2.99. It's fluctuated in the last month or so. But 1960, a gallon of gas was 25 cents.
Wow.
I know.
Imagine.
The average income per year now, $32,000. In 1960, the average income per year was $5,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
Average cost of a new car now, $28,000. In 1960, $2,000.
I know. Sounds good.
My favorite is the house, though. Average cost of an average house today is $300,000. In the 1960s, $12,000.
Yeah.
I think my parents paid $9,000
I was going to
for
ask.
our childhood home, which my mom still lives in.
I know, but oh, wow, that's wild. Yeah.
And now it's worth a whopping $10,000. So the neighborhood's come full circle.
Yeah.
It certainly has, and I'm not kidding. Okay, here's some ads from 1960. This one is a Budweiser ad. They're all out in the kitchen. What's more fun than shooting the breeze with your friends? And then it says, if the Budweiser holds out, maybe you'll solve all the world's problems. But you guys, look how many glasses are on the table. There's like 5 beers on the table, right? He's got 2 in his hand. I don't know what this guy's got an issue. I'd like to see a commercial with he and his wife.
Yeah.
But look how nice all the men look. All you guys look so handsome today, our whole crew. All right. Oh, well, apparently the audience agrees. This is a calculator ad. You know what kills me is could you see kids hiding these under their desks cheating on a math test? I mean, it's bigger than her entire hips. That's a calculator. Oh, girls, remember these? My older sister, I always say my older sister because I try to be younger. Yeah. Remember, you were always attached to something. If it wasn't the man who was demanding coffee, it was your blow dryer. Or hair dryer, as we called them. We couldn't get a hair dryer, so my dad brought home one of those dryers that dries your hands when we were kids. Because he worked as an electrician, you know, but he worked for the city, so he worked in schools all the time. So he got one of those off the wall. He brought it home. He put a cord on it, and we would put it on its back, and 3 of us would stand in front of it and hit it, and we'd blow dry our hair.
That's good.
Me and my sisters, yeah, because, you know, that's before the fancy,
right,
you know, handheld blow dryers came out. Oh, God, classic. Rather fight than switch.
Yeah. Remember those.
Okay. Women, we've come a long way because they'd never get away with this right now. Blow in her face and she'll follow you anywhere. That is what the ad says.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
I think you'd get hit now.
What? You think you'd get hit?
Well, I'd duck, but I'd bop and move.
Well, we're very fortunate today to continue to have the old commercials on, which are going to be great. One of my favorites is Mystery Date.
Yeah.
Loved that game. My sisters and I played it all the time. And we're also going to do some of my favorite games from TV game shows that, for us, it was a big deal. We were in wonder of the TV game shows when we were kids. And we always loved all the showbiz personalities that were on them. We have our pal David Allen Greer and... Yep. Sam Trammell, which is exciting. Some blood. Yes, True Blood. I got to tell you, folks, stay tuned, because, you know, people here all know that we've done an homage to Dean Martin with the set that we've built here. And our crew stays here late at night, and sometimes they believe they see some of Dean's friends here. And we did a little seance last night, and hopefully some of them will show up. We'll be right back.
Up next, we're swinging with the chairman of the board.
Not too shabby, huh? Really fantastic.
Well, thank you.
We have just a couple seconds, but fantastic and a thrill for me, because if I had my dream, I would be living in that era and doing the showbiz of that time. I'm sure you have that nostalgia feeling as well.
Oh, it's great. It's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, just to bring it all back again I mean, the music's getting more and more popular as time goes on as well, of course.
I know people at home are shocked to hear his accent, because... Hello,
how are you?
So, Stephen, tell us, how did you start doing this, Frank Sinatra?
On a karaoke, would you believe? Yeah, I sang New York, New York, got very, very drunk, sang New York, New York, and people said, wow, that sounds just like Frank. And you know what? From a certain angle, with your eyes half closed, you look a bit like Frank as well. So that's how it started.
And well worth it, indeed. So you're traveling right now with the Rat Pack, live from Vegas?
The Rat Pack live from Las Vegas. Yeah, we're touring Europe and also America as well.
Well, I was fortunate enough to see Stephen in that. He's fantastic, and I fell in love with him that day, and, you know, looked him up on the computer, and lucky enough to have my own show where I can have you celebrate our Halloween 60s show with us. Thank you so much for being here, and you're going to come back and sing again, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, you'll be back later on in the show to sing another song. We're very lucky. Be right back.
Oh, Teddy Cathy, of Adele's famous talking dolls. We pull the ring, and you say 11 different things. Let's play house. Please change my dress.
Just pull the ring. You never know what she'll say next.
Tell me a story. The only story now left to tell is a chatty cat is made by Mattel.
I gotta laugh. That commercial, when I see that girl with 2 dolls at the end, I think of when I was a kid going, she has 2 dolls? 2 chatty Cathy's? The heck's that all about? I can't wait till Frank Sinatra comes back out, Steve Triffitt. I have a terrible crush on him, and I can barely speak when I'm talking to him. Anyway, and I have a crush on our next guy. I'm just all over town. Our next guest plays a mysterious bartender on the new HBO vampire drama everyone is talking about, True Blood. Please welcome the handsome Sam Trammell.
I had no idea that the drinks were on the house. So
Well, you got your invitation, BYOB, because of our budget.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. And I got the smaller glass too. So.
That's a very fancy martini glass.
Yeah, that might be some sort of a original, but I have no idea.
Do you remember anything of the 60s at all, honey? Or?
I remember. I don't remember any of the 60s, but I love the thing that I loved the most, I think, about the 60s was the dance. I mean, just the dancing, the twist and the go-go dancing. And it's so funny, like whenever you're at a wedding, there'll always be that one guy that still has the sort of 60s, dance thing in his bones. and he's, and you're just like, how are you doing that? It just seems so bizarre and so great. I love it,
Are you a big dancer? I understand that your folks, am I right, were both cheerleaders?
Yes, they were. And my dad is going to die when this.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Outed right now. No. I guess it was really a sort of a cool thing to do, and yeah, they were both cheerleaders, and I think they were like a team. Like one of them, my dad lifted my mom up, and sort of a high school, rah-rah.
That's kind of sweet.
Cheerleader, it's kind of sweet. Yeah.
I got to tell you something. Just looking at you, you look impeccably dressed like this. You just look at.
It's
you look impeccable.
It's so funny because I haven't actually shaved in so long.
It makes 2 of us.
Yeah. But it was fun finding. I found this tie, and I wasn't sure if it went with the outfit, but then I just noticed that it actually says it says wear with blue or gray suit. So.
That's what it says. It
actually says that on here. Wembley.
Oh, it's so funny that they gave men instructions.
Because you don't know. That's right. How can you dress yourself? You couldn't
dress. You couldn't even make your own coffee.
Couldn't even make your own coffee.
How's it going? This right, girl.
That was crazy. I loved that he just wanted coffee for his birthday too.
I know. And
that was going to be good
enough. She's all dressed up in pearls to present him with the new coffee.
Oh gosh, it's
I don't know.
Hilarious.
It's hilarious, and believe it or not, I grew up wanting that.
Aspiring to the instant coffee.
A little bit still.
Yeah.
I still really want to make a husband a great cup of coffee.
Great cup of coffee.
Yeah,
who doesn't,
well, whatever.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
What do you do?
But on True Blood, do the vampires, are their marriages like this? Because he's on this show called True Blood. It's really fascinating.
Yeah, it's a crazy, it's a crazy show. It's really, really unpredictable and fun. And it's really fun because it mixes a lot of genres. It's sort of like a gothic romance with the woman running out in this gossamer nightgown to meet the vampire in a cemetery, and it's very kind of sexual and kind of romantic and stuff like that. But then it's kind of, you have the blood and you have the murders and so it sort of satisfies the guy thing of like blood and guts and the woman's sort of romance and it's really funny too. He just mixes a lot of genres, and it's
we have a clip.
Really
do you mind if I just go to that? Because I know we don't have a lot of time, but I want you guys to see it. Here is Sam.
I know who she is. I've known a long time.
And then you'll also know that this is neither the time nor the place for you to mark your territory.
There's a woman lying dead downstairs. She wouldn't be there if it weren't for you. If anything happens to Sookie, I promise I'll be sharpening a stake with your name on it.
Intriguing.
Yeah. See, I have sort of a different look on the
it's a different look for you. I barely recognized you when you walked out here.
Yeah.
Did you have to run all nudie and everything on your show?
I did. We
By
shot
nudie, I mean naked.
You mean naked? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure what you meant. They flew me to Louisiana just to shoot one scene.
They wanted you as far away as possible.
As far away as possible. Which is ironic because I flew directly into a town where I used to have Sunday dinner with my great aunt and great uncle. And I have to shoot a naked scene near this town, which was kind of crazy.
A naked scene.
I have my grandmother and grandfather are buried like really kind of close by.
Oh dear.
And it was kind of crazy. But anyway, we shot on this lake a little bit further away. And but the thing was, there were these ant hills, like in the path where I had to run on this bluff above the lake. So I was like, I can't run barefoot. So all they had was sort of these
were the
beige,
ants like those bitey ones?
Yeah, like big ants, like big Louisiana, like...
Yeah, the Louisiana ants, they will bite you.
They're extra big there,
yes.
extra big.
Yeah.
And so all they had were these sort of like beige, like soft shoe, like jazz shoes that I had to wear along
So wait a
with
minute.
my sock.
So you're nude except the sock that the men wear.
And then which is tough, but then the jazz shoes along with that like add a whole other level.
Please, we don't have any footage of that. Oh, we do. We do have a clip.
No.
I'm
Oh my gosh. But that would be bad. But the worst thing about it was they always close the set when you have any kind of naked thing to do, which means they get everybody out of the way. So they shoot everyone to the craft services. And it just happened to be that craft services was right in my line where I was running. So you had all these grips and, guys sort of eating like tuna fish sandwiches, sort of. Is that Sam in jazz shoes running naked?
Well, they're saying his father was a cheerleader.
Right. Carrying the tradition. Carrying on the tradition.
True Blood is on Sundays on HBO. And when we come back, one of my favorite songs from Old Blue Eyes, so don't go away.
All right.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, thanks.
Please welcome the very talented Stephen Triffett as Frank Sinatra. Thank you, Stephen.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze at a bar in far Bombay, come fly with me, let's fly away. Come fly with me, let's float down to Peru. In Llama Land there's a one-man band and he'll toot his flute for you. Come fly with me, let's float down in the blue. Once I get you up there where the air is rarefied, we're gonna glide starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. You might hear angels cheer 'cause we're together. Otherwise, it's such a groovy day. Just say the word and we'll beat those birds down to Acapulco Bay. It's perfect for a flying honeymoon. They do say, come fly with me, let's fly. We fly, we fly. Hey! Once I get you up there where the air is so rarefied, we're gonna glide starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so awfully near. You might even hear a gang of angels cheer just because we're together. Otherwise, it's such a cuckoo day. You just say the word and we'll beat your bird down to Acapulco Bay. It's so perfect for a flying honeymoon. They do say, come fly with me, let's fly, let's fly. Pack up, let's fly away. And don't tell your papa.
This is as close as we can get, you know? I did, you know, I saw Frank many times in concert. So I got to tell you, the experience is pretty darn close.
Well, thank you. I never got to see him, would you believe, so.
Are you kidding?
No, never got to see him.
Oh, wow. Well, I saw him. You're with me. We're on the same show. You're doing Frank. It's all come full circle. And you guys, if you want to know where Steven's performing, you can go to BonnieHunt.com. Well, thank you, Frank. We'll be right back.
Check out BonnieHunt.com.
One of my favorite childhood toys was the old Etch-a-Sketch, and everybody in our audience is going home with one today. You're going to enjoy it. Have a lot of fun. I want to thank my guests, David Allensberg, Sam Trammell, and the wonderful Steve Trippett. That was so much fun. Have a safe Halloween. I want to thank the band, unbelievable today, playing along with old boys. Nate, I got to say, Nate, I love the hair. It's killing me. You look so authentic, as they say in Chicago. Our writers, our whole staff and crew, and of course, James Pettit, always surprising us, showing up as Jackie O, not only today, but most days. Have a fun, safe weekend.